Hey, I just want to make a point about this. Well, the problem is IT IceT is just so huge that it's really crushing to this youngin, that is coming up. But really, when you're 15 years old, all you do is care about dancing, and that's all they should really care about. That's what they should have, silly dances. I actually like Get Silly. I like it because all it talks about is dancing. It's like no shoot 'em up popping. I mean, 10-year-old kids or 12-year-old kids that listen to this stuff, they shouldn't have to be, responsible of holding up, the genre of hip hop. Even though, if you want to pass it along, you should do that. But gangster rap is also just one type of hip hop, and I think that's basically what IceT represents. But I have a lot of respect for IceT, even though I don't really listen to any gangster rap, And when I think of that, I think of Eazy, Ice Cube, and all those guys, Dr. Dre and all that stuff. So, I actually have a lot of respect for IceT, but mainly because of this. I was walking down New York on, I think it was 12th Street, no, 8th Street, I think. It's where they had that theater, and TankGirl was playing, and he was walking down the street, and I like sci-fi art and all that stuff, animation and stuff like that. So he was walking down the street with one of his homeboys, and I recognized him. I was walking down the same street, and I shook his hand, and I said, "Oh, IceT," and I just shook his hand, and he gave me a real handshake. I mean, he just looked me up in the eye and just was like, and then walked away, was listening to what I said while he walked away, probably promoing his movie at the time. He was a tall brother. I was a little bit surprised. Actually, I was on the street. He was on the curb, so... But, too much is given, much is required. So IceT has, I liked him in Johnny Mnemonic. I really liked him in TankGirl. He was this kangaroo. It was so fat. But, much is given, much is required. So IceT is a big label. Of course, everybody saw New Jack. Again, that's not my speed. So, with kids, they should be able to have fun. They should be able to have childhoods. They shouldn't have to be, talking about all this stuff. They had this little kid, Chris Tucker's nephew, and he was like trying to gangster rap. I hate seeing a little kid acting like a grown man. I mean, that's just, something ain't right about that. I mean, let a kid be a kid. You see what happened to Michael Jackson, Don't get me wrong, love Michael Jackson, but, where's my childhood? Let these kids have a childhood. Let them have fun. I do not like Solja Boy's music. I'm sorry. But I do respect what they're trying to do. They're just trying to have fun. And the young dudes, I did happen to catch him on the BET Awards, even though I haven't really watched it. And I thought that kid was really funny looking. He always smiling, but that's what they supposed to be doing, smiling and having fun. I mean, if you didn't grow up hard up on the streets, it's not their responsibility to hold that. But what I want to say is like everybody's like, oh, don't knock Soldier Boy. IceT was just being a rapper, and that's how rappers do. Except, what you really need to think about is how many rappers have sat there and apologized. None of them. It just shows that with age comes wisdom, and that's the mark of a real man, if you ask me. So the fact that IceT apologized is just, again, reminds me of that handshake on the street where you looked the cat dead in the eye and was just like, respect. And that's what, if anything, you young dudes need to learn. Y'all have to learn his lyrics. Learn that part. Learn how to look each other in the eye, shake a hand, and give some respect. Even if you are rappers, competitive, and even if it's just a promo and all that beef is just good for business and all that stuff, Kanye West and 50 Cent made a lot of money out of having a civil diplomatic beef you know, as they call it. There's plenty of shows on it. IceT being the ambassador of hip hop as he is, you know, he has teaching shows. Let him come on in one of his shows, you know. But IceT, I got the first Coco, okay? That was me, you know. Go look at the videos, you know. Oh, and you can commission me, commission me. Don't be like these other snippers, you know. They just snippers. They snipping my videos, you know. Send me some of them G's and let me hook you up. You can buy exclusive rights, you know. You know, that stuff is like Christ, you know, when that woman was like, touched him in a large crowd. He was like, who touched me? You know, that it like, it just like comes out of you, you know. Anyway, I'm going on. But I always know when y'all snip me. I just want to let y'all know that. But you know, y'all need to get the real stuff. You know, anyway, but that's my point, you know. I like to say to a lot of artists and a lot of the hip hop culture is, and that's my main point for doing this video. I'm just disguising it. You know, there's a morality that says if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Even some of the guys I had on my page said that, and really, I don't believe that. I believe that you know, money should not be your morality. You know, there's a lot of guys who are getting big contracts and stuff like that. They in jail. They're hip hop artists. They in jail. Their lives are destroyed. You know, and some of them are doing all kind of wild, crazy stuff with young girls, all kind of stuff, murder charges, all kind of stuff. Don't tell me that money is what makes you happy, is what is the morality, and if it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. If it doesn't, or that it's just all about the money, or if it doesn't affect your money, it doesn't. Now, it doesn't matter, you know. So what I'm saying is like money don't make you happy. I don't care how big your house is or whatever. Now, I'm not, people go look at me and say, wow, you are really pathetic. You don't have the money and you don't have this nice car and you don't have a nice house and stuff like that. But I also don't have I don't have a felony record. I don't have injunctions against me. You know, we got one super great actor, Wesley Snipes, who's in jail now because of all the good money